everybody. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? This is Ronnie J. Lucas, aka Blackfire Lightning. Sorry for the little blurriness right up there. I'm about to go ahead and get that cleaned up right quick. Um, oh man. Last night it was a bit of a letdown. A little bit. Uh, I was watching the Swamp People marathon and stuff that was on the Roku TV and everything. So I'm about to do this here. Test, test, test. Okay. I am going to be doing some more. Doing a little bit more of that. With the birthday thing for my good friend Ganon, and I have to say that let me see, charge up my phone. Good. Here we go, and there we go. Okay. So we are going to be having a good day today. Uh, so okay, let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. That's more better. That's more better. Okay. Let me see if I can get him back on here. Ganon, if you're here. Oh, there he is. Hang on a second. Here he is, guys. The belated birthday boy coming in 3, 2, 1. Mark.
What up? It's Ganon136.
Oh Lord, Gangster 136. Oh my Lord! Oh my Lord! Oh my Lord! Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh man. Last night, we I was watching Swamp People, but also
Last
trying to
night was
get
Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, you should do that for Dragon Ball Z on that one. That's a good one. I like that. I like that little narration there. But you know, so uh, Gannon, I said, how you been doing, and how does it feel to be 1 year older?
Well, I'm 1 year older, but as I have learned, I can't mow the yard as fast as I used to. No,
Yeah, you
that was
talk.
actually my fault for letting the grass grow so thick, and it just took me longer. Anyway,
Oh
quick
Lord!
shout out: the Dingus is still live right now over on his page, doing an episode of Comic Den. So shout out to the Dingus.
All right.
They'll be wrapping up here in just a little bit.
Oh wait a minute, you on the Dingus Den?
No, I'm not currently.
Okay, so you just listening in on his Twitch, huh?
Give me 1 sec here. Not what I wanted with rank.
Okay, are you let me guess,
audio. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Bluetooth audio here.
I got you. But
there we go.
So I have to say though.
Is this better?
Yeah, that's great. That's good.
Okay.
Very good.
Awesome.
Very good.
I just gotta find a way to get this thing to stay. My cell phone stand broke on me, so I'm gonna have to buy a new one.
Oh.
And my phone's really heavy, so it's constantly trying to fall over. It's not falling over for the moment. So.
I see. So I just want to say that.
Am I on this? Do you hear tapping on this side?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, it's on this side. All right, I'm gonna put the other one out. I'm gonna put the other one away. All right, there we go.
So everything's good.
Everything is A-okay.
All right, all right.
Woohoo!
Now, guys, I have to say that this is going to be a bit of a belated birthday stream. So happy belated birthday to Ganon136, aka Patrick, aka Sleepy.
Thank you.
So
This guy.
back at you.
This guy. Oh, sorry. Wrong way. Dang it. That guy. I see you. Hi.
Yeah, I'm doing. Ha 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 ha.
Wrong way, buddy.
No. I'm doing the right way because I'm doing that way.
Oh, on my screen it's showing it the other way.
Doesn't matter.
We're a bunch of weirdos.
Yes, we are. Okay, guys. Now, I know that we don't have any people lurking around stuff, but if those will be lurking around, if you want to pop in the chat and
This reminds me. Let me get my chat up here.
You got your
Also, I have to do a quick plug. So if you guys go to NSO Online on your Switch right now, and you look at the different icons that are available on the NSO page, they're doing a limited time event right now. 2 of the rewards for this month are Kirby themed.
Yes, I got a Meta Knight already.
Kirby in the Forgotten Land, and we also have Old School Kirby's Adventure.
I got the Meta Knight.
So I am wearing the Kirby theme today in honor of Kirby.
Ah, yes. So I just want to say that with Ganon, there's a few questions and all.
Okay.
Now, Ganon, one question I have to ask you: what was your life growing up in the north, and also what was your very first game or game console you ever played when you was a child?
So for you call it growing up in the north, but only because it's in the north part of the south. So you might be in the deep south, but I'm still technically in the south, buddy. So don't go around spreading rumors I was born in the north. Nay.
North? Yeah, no. You
Just
were
north
born
of
in
you.
North Carolina. You
North
were
of
North
you.
Carolina.
Hey, I'm still in Rebels country.
hey. It doesn't matter. But I'm gonna ask you that. But I just want to know what was your life growing up there in North Carolina, where your hometown, where you grew up.
So I grew up in a military community, so it was a little bit different than what everybody else is used to growing up as. But overall, it was pretty fun. I got to meet a bunch of people that had military service, and so that was always fun growing up in that environment and meeting cool people. And I lived 30 minutes from the beach, so that was always fun. You could hop in the car or go hang out at the beach for a few hours, and then jump in your car and be back home in less than an hour. And that's always fun. So I got to grow up, around beach culture and beach music and just a little bit more of a laid back lifestyle. But being in a military community, there's nothing that's laid back about being in a military community. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a bunch of guys who, served in the military here. Some of them went to go fight in war and never came home. So those are some of the guys we got to meet. Those are the guys that, you never know if they were going to go overseas to fight in a war, and you never were guaranteed you'd ever see them again.
I see. So
that was always stressful. Some of the guys you got to hang out with, you didn't know if they ever were going to come home when they went on deployment. So that was always a little stressful. Right. But overall, gaming was fun growing up with my family because we grew up in civilian. I grew up in a very similar way, sort of you. Not very high income. You have to work your ass off to get what you want in life. That's why I think you and I get along so well, is because we grew up similar ways. And you're very thankful for the video games you do have in your life and the fun experiences you you don't take any video game for granted, and you actually play the crap out of every game. And in a lot of ways, you're very smart on video games I have hardly touched. So you got that extra hand knowledge on your side, so that's why I respect your input on things.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to say this here. Even though this is not about me, this is not
Oh,
about
it's
me.
all about you. It's your channel.
Well, now hold on. Now this may be my channel, but I got you on solo screen, so this is pretty much about you because
I'm on
you're
solo?
related. Yeah, this is because this is about you, your life, how it is on your end.
It's all about you, girl, on your 16th birthday.
So, are you going to tell us how old you are, or are you going to
I'm
leave that?
31, or as my mom said yesterday, I'm 31 wonderful years old.
30 wonderful years. Okay, so you're just a year older than me.
Yeah, just barely, by a few months.
Yeah, but that's okay.
So we're basically the same age. Yeah, you're coming up next, buddy. Just you wait. It's your turn.
Oh yeah, then I'll be 13 again.
13 again.
Yeah.
What are you, eighth grader?
I don't know. I can't remember. But that's what. Just switch the. Just have to switch those numbers around, and there you go.
Yep.
But what was your first ever console? You ever
NES.
played?
Classic NES.
What was your
My brother owned an NES, and so it was his NES, and he just let us play it all the time, and he would set it up for us and everything, and it was just fun growing up playing NES. It was actually something older than me, so getting to learn that whole platform and everything was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun memories playing NES titles from the 80s.
Okay, what was your...
But me growing up, that didn't feel like the 80s. That felt pretty revolutionary. I mean, just any video games were awesome. So.
Yeah. Now,
when you're young, you don't even consider, like, high-tech graphics or anything like that. You're just more worried about, like, hey, is this game fun?
Right. But what is your... what was the very first NES game that you ever played?
It was probably, I would think, probably being younger, it was probably either Duck Hunt or the original Super Mario Bros.
Okay. So,
but I specifically remember sitting there hitting the trigger on the Nintendo Zapper. That was a big part of my childhood. Played Duck Hunt. And then later on, we would go to some thrift stores when we were much older, and we used to buy older NES titles we didn't own when I was a kid. We would purchase them for like a few dollars. So we got a game called Hogan's Alley for NES, which is another Zapper game. But it's more like target practice. You're shooting like fake bad guys as like targets. And I forget who developed that game, but that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
That's good. That's cool. So
gun games are fun on console. They just are. I don't care what console it is. Any gun game that you like plug in a controller and shoot at targets, always fun.
Right. So okay, now if anybody in the chat would like to ask questions to Ganon, you are more than welcome to ask
I have a long gaming history, so if you have any questions about gaming, let me know, because I could sit here and talk for hours. Literal hours.
Yes. If you got any gaming questions or anything you could to ask Ganon here, you are more than welcome to. Just go on to the chat and just type and whatever you want to ask. Now, if you got questions about me or anything, ask me about something, you're more than welcome to. But like I said, it's not about me. This is about Ganon. So if you want to ask him any questions, go ahead. So, but also, and I know that so we got. This is a Kirby theme because of the NSO.
It is not Kirby themed.
But this is a Kirby.
It's a Kirby stream.
Kirby's showing because of his shirt. But I want to ask you this: what is your favorite Kirby game that you ever played?
The original, the old but always good. It's Kirby's Adventure for the NES. Will never get old to me.
Ah,
Love that
okay.
game. It's basically Kirby's Dream Land, but on NES. Pretty much the
Mm-hmm.
same. Kirby's Dream Land is actually like a scaled down version. It's basically the same game, but a little bit more larger.
Okay. Um, now what about now besides Kirby, besides the Kirby character, um, what is your favorite? Who is your favorite character in Kirby besides Kirby himself?
Besides Kirby, it's probably the ones I'm trying to. It's the sword boss from Kirby's Adventure that has the cape.
That's
I don't know
Meta
if he has
Knight.
a name or not. No, it's not. This is pre-Meta Knight.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Okay.
like he kind of reminded me of like the Phantom of the Opera. He had like a half mask. He's one of the guys you have to fight against as Kirby.
Uh-huh.
I mean, DDD was always cool, but even for me, DDD always felt like he was trying to prove something, and I'm like, that's just not me, man. That is not my sort of character. So I'm
Of
like, he's
course, of
cool, he's all
course.
right, but yeah, he's not my favorite by any means.
Right. So, okay, now we all know that King DDD is nothing but the main villain and everything,
Obviously, yeah.
but I mean, King DDD is also a bumbling idiot.
Always, yeah. That's the one thing people don't talk about with DDD is he is a bumbling idiot.
Yes, and then, but although to be quite honest, though, uh, Kaboo is the wise old tiki, spiritual guy, something of I don't know, but he was part of the Dreamland, but it was Kaboo, and but what makes Kaboo really, like, Kaboo? Because here's the thing, though, it never actually showed somewhere who he was or anything. It's almost like he was uh, uh, a spiritual presence or a spiritual person that's inside of a statue.
I don't know.
That one's a bit weird. So I don't know about that
It's
one.
all weird.
Yeah, but
Everything in Kirby is just weird.
oh yeah. Now, um, so but we all do things with and everything. But also guys, if
Mhm.
you want to send him something more into his line of work, uh, send him a little Pokemon. Let's send him a little Pokemon stuff because Ganon loves Pokemon. So, um, I mean, he loves Pokemon as well. So maybe like do a little Pikachu or something another. Because also, don't forget though. But don't forget now, guys. You can also get Pikachu. You also could get a whole bunch of Pokemon games on the NSO from the Game Boy
Mhm.
Advance, Game Boy, or the actual Game Boy, or also you could get the Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, the Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Puzzle Picross stuff on on the N64 as well. You could get that as well. So be sure to if y'all do not have the expansion pack, I recommend if y'all do because you may never know what you might be missing. So
Mhm.
please get the expansion pack, guys, because if you don't, it's you'd be missing out a whole lot of fun. And also for those that love the Sega Genesis and stuff, you do have a few Sonic games on there. You have Sonic Spinball and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, and of course Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is everybody's favorite. No, and sorry, there is no Sonic the Hedgehog, the very first one, due to the difficulty level on the labyrinth. They probably don't want to do that because it's not everybody's favorite. Although Green Hill Zone is everybody's favorite, the rest of the
Always.
levels,
It's level
it,
1. That's the original.
it's the level one. The Green Hill Zone is always the
It's
goat.
the goat!
But the labyrinth is everybody hated, and it's the cringe level. It's a cringe. It's everybody's hated level, and then you got scrap brain zone, and it's just another labyrinth, and it's cringe. It's everybody hates that. So there's nothing much that you can do about it. So, but if I were y'all, please play as much, and also play as much as you want and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you be able to, and also you can save. Save point where you was, and you go right back to it and try to beat it again. Oh, and also, you also can meet the Dead Thing robot, and it is awesome because Sonic the Hedgehog 2 game aged very well. It aged like it aged
It
like
aged like the
cheese.
goat!
It aged like cream cheese.
That's horrible.
No, aged like cheese, more or less. How about perfectly aged cheese?
Yeah! That's
So
some Gouda stuff there, man.
here we go with the cheese buzz. Oops. Oops, I started it.
Give me
Now
the
I
cheddar.
got
Give me the cheddar.
But please don't cut the cheese.
Mozzarella with you, man. Mozzarella.
Oh my gosh. Okay, but also uh now I have to say though on the N64 I love the Yoshi story. It's very just like oh man, Yoshi story is um
Mm-hmm.
very fun. It's you just can't help it, but that song, that jingle there, it is just
Mm-hmm.
so oh man, it's so just cute, you know.
Yeah.
But then and then we got Star Fox 64 for those that love the Star Fox. Now you can get the original Star Fox on on the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom. You can get that on there, and also there's Star Fox 2 on the Super Nintendo as well. So,
Mm.
and that's pretty something I never expected. Then I have been playing the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. I been doing a little bit of that, and also Mario Kart 64, the greatest Mario Kart ever. It's the goat of the goat on Mario Karts. Now everybody knows about Super
Yeah.
Mario Kart, which is there's nothing wrong with Super Mario Kart. It's just that it's more of a cringe though, but it's still a good game. But Mario Kart 64 is definitely the goat of the goat, and it's really fun. Now Super Mario 64, hands down the goat, always the goat. Because without Super Mario 64, you won't have Super Mario Sunshine, and you won't
Mm-hmm.
have uh this, or you won't have that. You won't be able to play
Mm-hmm.
Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi, and all of them for the Game Boy Advanced ones. So you gotta have that. Then we got Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, and Paper Mario, the very first Paper Mario, actually. But I mean, but I want to ask you this here though. Listen, if you ever get the chance to get the N64, there, man, the N64, the Ridge Racer 64, the Banjo
Oh, I've got
Kazooie
Ridge
2,
Racer 64
oh, let me guess,
for my
physical copy for
N64.
the. Uh
Yeah.
huh. You got the physical copy. That is good though. It's now I'll have to say though, it's best to have something that old to go with. Now,
Still works too. Good copy. Good copy.
yes, 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 yes. Oh yeah.
Love that game.
Mhm. Now, then also we have some other ones that I'm not too familiar with. But also, I want to ask you this here. Have anybody? I want to ask you this here. Again, have you ever played 007 Golden Eye?
Never got a chance to, but I played the spiritual successor, which is Perfect Dark.
Hmm.
You grew up playing
I.
Perfect Dark.
Uh huh. And for those that love the Mario parties, Mario Party, Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, they're always great. Now if but for those that want to try the Mario Party 4, 5, 6, and 7, you have to get the GameCube because Mario Party 4, 5, 6, and 7 are on GameCube only. They are GameCube only. And 6 and 7, or maybe 5, I don't know. But 6 and 7, they have mic mini games. You got to have the mic to go with it.
Yep, they sure did.
So
Not to be confused with Hey You Pikachu. Hey You Pikachu, use your Thunderbolt.
Yeah. So now also speaking of the Pokemons, we have Pokemon Snap and also Pokemon Puzzle League.
I'll snap you something.
Wow. Now catching Pokemon is a snap, right? But I say this here. Now you could do Pokemon Puzzle League. Pokemon Puzzle League is I don't know about the Puzzle League
It's
stuff.
got a cult following.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. And of course, so then we have now Majora's Mask is fine, but it's but also that is a collector's edition. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, that is collector's edition. But the now Ocarina of Time is always going to be the best. But let's see here. Kirby 64 Crystal Shards. That is a good 64 Kirby game. And it's the only Kirby game for the N64.
It is, yep.
So, now there has been some few others that it's pretty good. Let's see here. Now there's only 4 games in the mature one in the mature N64, but I don't actually care for those. I don't care for them at all. So
Perfect Dark is worth it. I can guarantee you that.
right. Now, in the Super Nintendo, now guys, with the Super Nintendo, there are a few games that has the SP, like the specials. I don't know.
I found out what those were. That's where like all the stuff's unlocked, and basically you can just jump in the game and quickly you like run the last boss or whatever. That's what SP means.
Then we got the Kirby Superstar 8 games in 1. It's more or less a jamboree.
Okay.
It's got 8. Then we got Kirby Dream Course. It's a racing game. And Kirby Dream Land 3. So we got, and also, and windy. Of course.
You forget what's going on outside?
Okay. Now, for details on this one Kirby. Oh!
Yeah. Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Yeah.
Love you too.
Also, we got a Japanese game.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, Kristen.
He says hi, Kristen. He's the reason I made it to 31. Wouldn't have been able to do it without you, babe. Keep it going. Oh, get your
Okay.
butt in here. Come here. Don't do that to me. Come here. Thank you.
There we go.
There it is. Love you too.
Okay. Also, now we got another Kirby game, but it released in 1999, and it's a Japanese title
Kirby
on the
wants
cover, but it's called Kirby Star Stacker.
What are
You
you
never heard of that?
stacking?
It says, join Kirby as he stacks the following stars with the help from his friends. Watch out for King DDD. He's out to stop you. With a few quick moves and some well-timed strategy, you can quickly outwit him and move on to the next challenging level with a little help from Rick, Kine, and Koo,
Rick.
who like who look like a hamster, fish, and owl, respectfully. Blocks rain down from above while whole lines appear from below with relentless regularity. Simply sandwich the stars between Kirby's piles, and you'll soon be on your way earning a high score on pure puzzle fun. So it's more or less like a Tetris-based game. So there's that one, and then we got Kirby's Avalanche. Kirby's Avalanche is a good one on here. It's released on my year. It released on in 1995. Back in 95. So that's everyone's favorite round pink hero takes a break from swallowing his enemies to put your brain to work in this fast-paced puzzle game. It's a puzzle game. So players take control of Kirby and match with well-known enemies from the Kirby series, including his arch rival King DDD, in an effort to win the first annual Dreamland Avalanche competition. The simple but addictive gameplay revolves around brightly colored blobs and boulders. When the right number of matching blobs are stacked, they explode and rain down boulders on your opponent's field of play. Keep going until your screen is clear to move on to the next round. But be careful, the further you advance, the faster the blobs fall and the smarter the opponents get. Are you good enough to help Kirby become the Avalanche King? So it's more or less like the Tetris Attack, like with Yoshi, and it's almost like let me think. Oh, it's almost like Dr. Robotic's Mean Bean Machine. It's like a Puyo Puyo Tetris base.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Just reading that, it kind of reminds me of that. So, okay, so we got that. Cool. And then we got a Congo's Caper. I have never ever actually heard of that one before. It's almost like it's almost like Tarzan or George of the Jungle in a game and fighting off against a caveman or something other. I don't know what it is.
Unga bunga. Unga bunga.
Bunga, bunga, bunga. Then we got one called Rival Turf. I don't know what that is. More or less like a street game thing. I don't know.
Punk.
Then we got Earthworm Jim 2.
Oh, Earthworm Jim. Yep. Good old Jim.
Yep. And then we have the special Super Mario World, where now I tried that a little bit. It is good. I like it. It's just that it has a whole bunch of secrets and stuff. I don't know anything about all that though, but it's cool, I guess. Super Punch Out, Claymates and stuff.
Oh, Claymates,
Uh,
that's a big one. That's a very expensive game if you buy the director's cut. It was only available in Blockbuster for rental, and anybody who owns a copy, that game is worth like hundreds of dollars. It's like the most expensive game on N64.
uh-huh.
Clay Fighters. Sorry, Clay Fighters is the name of the game.
Uh-huh. But this is Claymates. So for the Super Nintendo, Clay Fighters is on the N64.
N64. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Sculptor's Cut is the name of it, not Director's Cut. Sculptor's Cut.
Uh-huh.
Very,
Then we
very
have
expensive game. And I forget. I don't. Is Jim in that game? Jim might be a fighter in that game, but I know Clayman is. Clayman's another creation from the same guy that made Earthworm Jim.
and then we have Earthbound. That's for the Super Nintendo. I don't know that one.
Yep.
We have Super Metroid special, and we got a special Super Metroid, and you was kind of, and also don't forget though. Remember, guys, if you have not seen my other previous episodes from my other phone, note this: I have the physical copy of the actual Super Metroid, and that loosely is $64.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking about an expensive game? Loosely is $64, and you got to if you ever find it or still have it, you better hold on to it because prices will be jumping. And also, speaking of jumping, I looked at the Sega Dreamcast. For those that love Sega Dreamcasts, if you want a restored Sega Dreamcast, refurbished, restored one from Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to cost you about $200.
Woo!
Yeesh. $200 for a restored
Dreamcast.
for a Sega Dreamcast.
A little
That
extreme, a little bit much.
little bit too much.
You
Now,
could get one on the used market for a little bit cheaper than that,
yeah, and of course, though,
or the grandma down the road at your local garage, she might give it to you for 20. Now
yeah.
you might have to do the refurbishing, but that's okay.
And then we got one. It's called Jelly Boy.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know about Jelly Boy, so let me see here what Jelly Boy is.
Sounds like an Adam Sandler character.
Yeah.
Get your boy Jelly Boy.
Wow. Released in 1995. With your shape-changing jelly powers, there's nothing to fear. In this platforming game from 1995, originally released for the Super NES console, exclusive in Europe, you are Jelly Boy, candy given the spark of life by the power of lightning. You've come to life knowing one thing. You have to escape the candy factory. To get out, you need to collect puzzle pieces across the 6 zones and survive the enemy heavies trying to stop you. Once you have all the puzzle pieces, you can enter the boss's lair to battle them for the special item they protect. After which you just need to find the key to move on to the next area. Then, after you gather all 6 special items, you will finally be able to visit the eccentric owner of the candy factory, Mr. Swirly, and he will grant you your dearest wish. But nobody has ever found even one of the special items before, let alone all 6. So you're sure to need all your wits, skills, and shape-changing powers to make it through this wacky adventure. When playing with another player, you pass the player one controller back and forth. If you're playing online, each of you uses the controller set as your console's player one controller.
So yeah, there's that. Then let's see. Uh, Now there are some other ones I don't know about. Joe and Mac. I have no idea what the heck Joe and Mac is.
Sounds like a radio show.
Joe and back in the morning.
Joe and Mac. It's a caveman ninja.
Unga bunga.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Can cave dudes Joe and Mac rescue the lost cave dudettes?
Unga
Oh,
bunga.
oh Lord. In this action game, it was released in 1991. Released for the Super Nintendo console in 1991. Life was pretty cool for our boys, Joe and Mac, until a bunch of Neanderthals nerds crashed their village and scared off all the cave ladies. Now they're out in the wild, lost and
Damn it!
alone, and it's up to Joe and Mac to go save them. The dudes will have to jump, dash, and use roller attacks to get past the Stone Age obstacles in their way. But along the way, they'll get across to multiple weapons that you can switch between using the select button to make to make sure to pick the best weapon for the situation, and the boys are sure to make it through. Wow. Wow. That's a bit weird. Then we have Psycho Dream. I have no idea what that is. Then we have the Ignition Factor. Looks like a firefighter game. Ah, yes. Intense firefighting action puts you in the heat of the moment. Oh, yeah. It's just a little firefighter game
Okay.
on that. And then we got Mario Super Picross. Oh yeah, it's back in 1995. It's a Japanese title one, but I mean, it's a little puzzle game. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
And then we have some other cool, other weird ones here. Smash Tennis. Oh, also, I almost forgot. Uh, oh, Chris, if you want to know, we have Super Baseball Simulator 1000. Yep. Super Baseball
You say
Simulator.
baseball, Chris says how high.
Yes,
I should
yes,
say
yes.
how high do I need to get, and also how high should I jump? Love you, Chris. Love you, buddy.
Oh yeah. And also, don't forget though, we do have some other good ones here. Uh, uh, we had. Let me see here. Where Battletoads Double Dragon
Ooh.
and Battletoads, and also Battletoads and Battlemaniacs. Yes, I had Battletoads Battlemaniacs.
Never played any of the
That
Battletoads.
that is a good one. And then we have Wrecking Crew 98. Mario Wrecking Crew.
I loved original Wrecking Crew from the 80s, too. Good game.
That's a 98. Ooh wee. Uh, let's see here. What is with? Fighter's History. It's a martial arts dream come true. It's back in '94. It's called Fighter's History. Huh. Let's see here. Then we have let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, they made a sequel
Mm.
Joe and Mac 2, Lost of the Tropics. Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics. They made a sequel. Ain't that something?
Yep.
And then also Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Love that game. That is always a good game. And then Pilot Wings, the first Star Fox, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Tennis. Oh man, got Super Tennis. The very first, the Super Metroid only for Nintendo. That is the regular one. So I mean, we have a lot of good ones here. Star Fox 2. It's good as well. So there's a lot of good ones here. Now for those, now you don't have the Game Boy Advance on your NSO, right?
No, I actually own just a regular Game Boy Advance.
Okay. So, but you don't have it on your Switch, huh?
No, I got Game Boy and Game Boy Color. You have to get the expansion pack if you want to play Advanced.
Oh, wait a minute. Game Boy Color?
No, just the Advance.
You said Color.
I meant to say Advance.
Uh-huh. Okay. So Game Boy, I don't have. I might pick it up later on, maybe. But
That's my phone fell
there goes
over.
the phone.
Pain in the
Nice
butt.
ceiling.
Thank you.
Now, if you don't know, they got Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones for the Game Boy Advance that just added in. Ooh. And then, but I mean, but now they remade Link to the Past, but then it's included a multiplayer adventure for the Four Swords. Like you have to connect other Switch devices to the single Switch and to play the Four Swords.
Mm.
More or less, maybe. And we got Metroid Zero Mission. We got the the very first Fire Emblem. The very first Fire Emblem in the Game Boy Advance. How you like that now?
Pretty. Okay.
Okay. Also, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, Metroid Fusion, Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, which is always great. Love it, love it, love it. Then we have Super Mario, like Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. I never played this one, but I might need to play it because it's the very first Mario Luigi game ever made. Very first one. So, oh yeah, I might try it out later on. But I have played I have been playing the Minish Cap, and to be quite honest with you, the Minish Cap, the Minish Cap is like Toon Link. It's Toon Link. It's more or less like it's like the Wind Waker.
Gotcha.
You know, yeah. So Minish Cap is like it's Toon Link like from Wind Waker. So yeah. Okay. Let's see here. But But also, I have Super Kirby Clash. It's a free download game that was originally from the Nintendo 3DS and is now came to Switch.
Okay.
Let me do exit solo view. Put my view on, and let me let's see here. Go to here. Go to settings, camera. Here we go. Okay, can you see it?
What am I looking for?
Kirby Clash.
Yes, I see it. I have that. I actually do have that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is called Kirby Clash. And I played this on the 3DS sometime, and it's good. And you know what? Let me do this here. All my softwares that I got. How about that? That'll be a whole lot easier to work with. Okay. Okay, maybe I gotta find a way to do this a little bit better. Hang on one second. Everybody. I'm going to pop up the old kickstand. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, here we go. All right. Now we got the Game Boy Advance. We got the Super Nintendo, the N64. I got the Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 just downloaded on that. I got the other. I got the cartridge for it. The N64, the Sega Genesis, the NES. I still got Star Wars Hunters. I might do more of that. I don't know. But since it's going to be gone bye-bye, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. So then we got Star Wars Bounty Hunter, the remake for it. The Kirby Clash. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic KOTOR. And then I got
KOTOR.
Okay, that's a little bit weird. And then we have Paper Mario Thousand Door remake.
Yeah.
And then I have let me see here. There we go. World of Tanks Blitz. It's always fun. I love World of Tanks Blitz. Sonic X Shadow Generations. Yes, I love Sonic X Shadow Generations. It is I tell you, I love Shadow Generations. And speaking of the Shadow Generations, I also not only that I got the downloaded pack for it. It is so cool. It's the movie. It's from Tokyo. It's from the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. And speaking of the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie, I got it on the regular DVD and I watched it. It is so cool. It is like funny. It is so cool, so funny. I love it. And then now we got Amy coming in right at the end, and we got Metal Sonic. So I'm kind of excited to see how that's going to turn out. Then I got Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, KOTOR 2, Breath of the Wild, Metroid Prime Remastered, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, the Wii version, the Battlefront Classic Collection, Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid, Sonic Frontiers, Sonic Forces, and the other two is Mario Odyssey and Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. I don't have the cartridge for. The reason why I don't have them because this was technically not my Switch at first. This is not my Switch. It was not my Switch to begin with. So I play this. I got this from my friend, and this is actually the Switch OLED, which is way more advanced than the actual Switch.
More O's, less lead.
More what? Less what?
I said more O's, less lead.
More O's, less lead.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Lead's bad. You're not supposed to eat lead. That's how kids get sick, man.
Oh. Good
Just
one.
kidding. OLED's cool.
Good.
We love OLED.
Of course.
Nintendo Switch OLED now with 100% more lead.
Yeah. Okay. And I had my mirror my camera, so I was doing it was a mirror, so
Gotcha.
my bad. So on that end, so let me go ahead back out of that. Back out of that. Get out of this. Exit sort view. There we go. Okay. Now I have to say though, I am kind of glad that I am very, very glad that I have this here. It's always good, and also, and then also for this next segment though, we're going to talk about there, guys, is the Switch 2. I have not actually tried. I haven't been trying to do a Switch 2 segment because due to work and other stuff. So for those that have not seen the trailers yet, I believe everybody saw the Nintendo Direct. Go ahead and watch it and everything. But also, I want to say this here, though, guys. The Nintendo Direct did put out that the new Super Mario Kart World, and it's an open racing world where you just go everywhere, real time, everything. It looks fantastic. So,
I'm going to Monterey for a day or two.
uh-huh.
Well, I'll come back and get everything.
All right. Oh, hang on a second. I'll be waiting on the battery. So, let me just say this here. Now there has been a few other things on there. Now, for those that has the Nintendo expansion pack, me and some of you that has the expansion pack, and Spencer, yes, you will be able to get the GameCube pack. You will get the GameCube pack. You will be able to get The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and because here's this, you get the non-canonical version of Twilight Princess. It's that version, the GameCube version of Twilight Princess, not the Wii version, not the Wii U version, but the GameCube version. Am I correct?
I don't know. I would assume it's the Wii version. That I'm not 100% sure of.
I don't know, but it might have two versions on there though. They might have two versions on there, so may never know. So also we have another one. Uh, I have this here to say though on that one. You can also get the Wind Waker, maybe, and hopefully, maybe the Wind Waker HD version of uh, of the Wind Waker for on that little expansion pack. So may never know, and of course, so may never know if we're going to have any other Mario games on there. Maybe the original Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Maybe not. Since we already got the
Miguel,
Thousand Year Door remake. Yeah, and of course,
Miguel.
so we might get Super Mario Sunshine, maybe some few other games go along with the Switch 2, but also price for the Switch 2, $450 plus. We are looking at a milestone for the Switch 2, and it's going to come out
And still
in
selling
June.
apparently very, very well.
So
I've been
right
told
now,
it's selling really well. Yeah.
and pre-orders is already coming
Yep.
out right now.
And the Dingus
So
already has secured his.
So for those that wanted to wait, it will go on sale during the holidays. So save up your money and make sure you will get your Switch 2. And plus, not only that, you could do game chats. You could do. They have that C button. You could do game chats. You could do.
Yeah, the C button. Wow.
The but
Which you can only use if you're a subscriber. That's the other funny thing they don't tell you. It's literally a button that does nothing if you don't stay subscribed to NSO. It's like, what? Get out of here.
Yes, and the only way for you to do that, you have to pay a subscription either every month or every
Every
year.
year.
Every year. So I'm already a subscription, so I'm good. Correct?
Yeah, something like that.
So if you are, and then if you want to, if you already got the Switch OLED or Switch Lite, and you want to transfer all your game save data from your Switch to the Switch 2, you have to make sure to have both devices on, and you have to make sure you have all your but make sure you save everything to the cloud and transfer it from the cloud on your previous Switch to the Switch 2 wireless.
They have already come out and said not every game is going to work with cloud saves. Like Zelda games are not going to work with cloud saves. The transfer will not work. You have to start from the beginning.
Yeah. Now, for
So
those
that's the
that
bummer.
have,
They already came out and let you know that's not going to happen. So sucks, but hey, that is what it is.
yes, I know. And also for those that has the Star Wars games like the Force Unleashed, the Hunters, or and also anything that you downloaded online, free online stuff, you can go ahead and just it should be already be on there. But if you have to start over from the beginning, that's okay. You know what's going on, and there you go. So you don't have to worry about it. Plus, you have it has 10 times more storage capacity than the actual Switch. The Switch 2 has 10 times more internal storage capacity, and there goes the phone again. So, but I want to ask you this again, and what do you think about with the Switch 2 in general, and also what is the favorite feature that you saw from that?
The
From
hardware is
the
cool. The games are way too freaking expensive.
okay,
I love
but
I love it. I think they priced it correctly. I think 450 is fair for the Switch 2. $80 for Nintendo first party games is freaking ridiculous. They're out of their minds.
yeah, but
Literally out of their minds. Only because it's Mario. They know they can get away with it, so that's why they're doing it.
well, okay, but I want to
They
ask you
just
this
can't.
here.
They just started doing $70 games, and now they want us buying $80 games. It's crazy, man.
I don't know, but now I want to ask you this here though. What do you think the internal storage in the Switch 2 than the Switch and then the very first
Oh,
Switch?
it's so much
Switch
larger
Lite,
than the
Switch
Switch
OLED.
One. So much larger.
So even though the Switch Lite, the Switch OLED, and the original Switch, they all had the same internal storage capacity, but with the Switch 2, it's 10 times more.
Yeah, and the
So
internal storage is way bigger.
is way bigger and you hold more games. But if you want extra games along with it, you can get those SD cards. But problem is that
It's got to be
the
an
SD
express card.
has to be an SD Express card for the Switch 2.
Yeah.
It cannot be the actual Switch SD card because the fact that they're a little bit smaller than.
And they need to be faster read speed.
That's correct. It has to be. It has to have a faster read speed. So you got to have the that eternal that other Express SD card for the Switch 2. So now I have one of the biggest SD cards for the Switch 2. I already have that. And then I have to tell you that it is great to have that. That way I could be able to download everything I need on it. Plus, if you ever get the SD card for the Switch there again, you will be able to play Water Tanks Blitz, and I promise you, it is a fun game.
Yeah, I've got an extra SD card for mine, but it's just pretty much almost full. So.
But that means you might have to buy you another one, or you might have to.
Space.
Or you can free up space, yeah. But I mean, you can do that, and I promise you will love it. I promise you will love that one, and you be with me, and I have some good tanks on there, but I have to do more stuff on there. I need to get back to work on that one, but oh well. Also, I had let's see. I did play one little NES game, and that was called Warrior Woods. Because the very first Warrior Woods was in NES. I have the remake on the Super Nintendo Warrior Woods. It's a little bit different than the NES version. Very different. So yeah. So what? So anything else about the Switch 2 that really kind of catches your eye that you are super excited that
the bigger screen is
in?
the biggest thing. I kind of like the Joy-Cons are bigger too. It's gonna fit better in your hand, I think. I'm still interested to see if it's very ergonomic because I don't know if you noticed this with the Switch and the Switch OLED, the way those Joy-Cons are, it just doesn't fit very well in your hands if you play it for too long in handheld mode. You probably end up having, like what I did is I spent extra money and I bought a grip that my Switch slides down into, and that's more ergonomic and I can hold that thing for hours.
Actually, I do have this.
You can do that too, yeah. If you play in docked mode, or you can set it down on a table with a kickstand and play with that instead, yeah.
Yeah, and
Both
then
good options.
also, yeah, also you could do. Also you could do like uh see but although uh what about the games that you are really excited about that will be coming to the Switch too? What games are
Um,
you really excited?
Anything affordable. Just anything affordable.
Okay, besides that.
I don't know, man. There's not a whole lot out there that's really like crazy, blowing my mind. I guess the new version of Tears of the Kingdom running at a higher performance level because it was kind of running at a slower frame rate on Switch. It was really kind of pushing Switch 1 to its limits. So I want to see how that one runs. They did a dirty. They could have easily enhanced Breath of the Wild and included the DLC at that price point they have it at. It's $70, and you do not get the DLC. That game's been out for like 8 years. Why don't you just include the DLC? It's been 8 years. Just put it in there. Sell it $70. Everyone will buy it. And you know what? These idiots are still gonna buy it anyways because Breath of the Wild. Ooh. And you know what?
I
They're
don't
gonna go
know.
back and purchase that same DLC again, second time. They're gonna spend $90 on an 8-year-old game.
I would not.
Same, not for me.
No. But um okay, I want to ask you this here though. What game would love to see when it comes out on Switch 2? I know there's a lot of good dream games that you wanted to come out
Oh,
to the
Dream
Switch.
Games. I think it's time for as Bethesda continues working on it, they're doing more remasters of like some of these. I guess Elden Ring games. Those would be kind of cool. I know they got Skyrim already on Switch, but maybe they'll re-release Skyrim for the millionth time with a Nintendo Switch 2 Enhanced Edition. I would even be okay with this one coming back with an enhanced edition on Switch 2. I'm okay with that, higher level performance. I mean, it already runs pretty good on Switch. I mean, imagine how much better it'll run on Switch 2.
And don't forget
Um, another thing, I would love a decent Pokemon game again that's not just a rush piece of crap that's buggy and they promise to fix it and then never fix it.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think it's time for some other games that have never had they required the performance to play. I think something like Elite Dangerous could come over to handheld on the Switch too. That could work. Elite Dangerous was a lot of fun. I think No Man's Sky. I think No Man's Sky could get the upgraded graphics boost from Switch 1 and get a better version, closer to kind of like what we have on other consoles now, like that No Man's Sky. I think you could run like a PS4 level version of No Man's Sky on Switch 2 now, instead of that little weird piece of crap it barely runs on now. They had to even give it a special edition name, if I remember correctly, when No Man's Sky came out for Switch One. It was like, ooh, the handheld edition. Oh, ooh, ah. Hey, it works. It works. This is not the best looking game on Switch. And I guess whenever it comes time, I haven't got to the first game yet, Hogwarts Legacy. I hear they're in development for a sequel to Hogwarts Legacy. I think the sequel even though the graphics were so low, the studio actually took the time and promised it would come to Switch 1. It did come to Switch 1, and believe it or not, being a Harry Potter game, even though the graphics were not as good, a lot of people bought the Switch 1 version of Harry Potter.
of Hogwarts Legacy. A lot of people thought that was so cool. They could play Hogwarts Legacy on the go, on trips, taking Harry Potter with them on the go in their pocket. So even though it wasn't as good looking, it was really janky looking. A lot of people said, I need my Harry Potter fix. I don't care how bad it looks. And they spent so much money. It was one of the best selling games on Nintendo Switch. I think it still is. And I think it's time for whenever that sequel comes out. I think that sequel needs to come back to Switch too. I think it's going to sell really well as well. So that's a dream game I would love to see. I would even love to see a sequel of maybe of a classic series we haven't seen in a while come back. Something like maybe I think Mortal Kombat has done relatively well on Switch, even though it doesn't look as good. I know it has sold very well. I played Mortal Kombat 11. I got it as a Christmas gift a few years back, and I got it came in a box, so I technically own the physical edition, even though it's just a digital code in the box. But I played that. I still play that from time to time. I love that game. It doesn't look great. I think they got MK1 as well. I think MK1 when they did the canon reboot. I think that is even on Switch. So I think MK1 higher graphics version. Let's get a release of that on Switch 2. Maybe even MK11 do an upgraded version of that for Switch 2 at a cheaper price. You could sell both of those at 40. I think you could do MK11 at 40 for Switch 2 version, and then resell MK1 Switch 2 edition at 50. A 40 and a 50. I think that would be pretty fair, considering they're slightly older games. I think WB would be willing to work with them on that. Cheaper price point. They get to sell the same game to you all over again. And if you own the games and you just want to upgrade, I think you do it Nintendo style. Charge $10 or $20 for the upgrade if you already own it. Cool. I would do it. I'd spend $10 extra to upgrade how my MK11 looks on Switch 2. I'd do it. Mortal Kombat never gets old. I mean, fatalities, they're fun. They just are.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes. Okay. Now here's one thing though, but that I would not mind. And
I need a Ronnie J game. A Ronnie J game. Just pitch me a game. If it's good, I say, all right, buddy, let's do it.
I say, I wish they do an emulation of the Dreamcast for the Switch too.
I think I think that is coming this generation. I think based off the generations they were looking at, they made GameCube. GameCube is coming, so I think that came out around the same time. If they can make the GameCube work, I think they're going to work out a new deal with Sega. I'm calling it now. Dreamcast is coming, 100%.
Yes, I love Dreamcast. Reason why? Because of Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2. Those are the two top bangers in the whole Sega GameCube stuff, because they remastered the Sonic Adventures, Sonic Adventure DX for the GameCube, and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. But also Xbox made a Dreamcast collection, and it was Sonic Adventures, the very first Sonic Adventures that came out. And not only that, you have Sonic the Hedgehog 3 that did Sonic Adventure 2 style game. And also you got Sonic X series that done Chaos, that done the Shadow Saga, and all that. So you have all of those factors in that. You have all those factors in, and it is very. You got all those. Let's just put it this way. You cannot have a Sega Dreamcast emulation without any of good Sonic basic games. It's good Sonic based games, because Sonic is Sega. You cannot have Sonic. You cannot have Sega without Sonic. So you got to have Sonic the Head, like Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2. Let me say MDK 2. Let me think of another one. Another game. That is Sega related. Tomb Raider, Lara Croft.
I think
that'd be good.
when Tomb Raider decides to make its comeback, I think it's time for it to come to Switch 2. Let's make it happen.
Yes, that
Slightly lower
one.
quality version, but I think we're ready.
And also, for those that like just wanted to have a little fun arcade, blah, 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 Crazy Taxi.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what else I
That,
want. I think when that no, actually I forgot. This was actually confirmed. Ukulele is getting a it's called Yuka Replay E. It was the first game leaked that it was coming to Switch 2. We got our first look at a Switch 2 logo when they showed the trailer for Yuka Replay E. So that is already confirmed. That game is coming. That'd be like Banjo Kazooie getting a remaster.
okay. Now the now now I have to say this here though. Now there is another good game that I want to see on, but that if they ever do for the Dreamcast, Trick Style. Trick Style is a good one due to the fact that it's a little futuristic uh, board racing game. It's a pretty good game. It's all right though. I mean, it's not
And
good. I mean,
I
it's not
forgot
that
Tony
bad.
Hawk's Pro Skater 3-4 is already confirmed for Switch 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony Hawk on another Nintendo console, man, just like the old days.
Yep, yep.
Just like how we used to play
And
on N64.
hmm and also Echo the Dolphin. I know it's
Yes, which
already on.
confirmed. There's a sequel. There's a sequel on the way. It is happening.
Yes, I would love to see Echo the Dolphins Adventures on the with that, and of course though that because plus Echo the Dolphin is already on the Sega Sega Genesis on the NSO. The first one and the second one. Let me see. Let me pull that up right quick. Let me pull that up right quick. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up right quick. Did you hear that? No. Okay. You know what? Let me do this here. Let me do this. Let me close it out. And you heard that?
Nope.
Aww. Oh well. Let's see here. And also the three new games that came out, but you just told me the other day. East Swap, City Under Siege, Streets of Rage, and Super Thunder Black. No, Super Thunder
That's
Blade,
something.
sorry. Super Thunder Blade is 16-bit cartridge. Let's see here. Echo, 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 Echo. And also, the Sega Genesis has Earthworm Jim, the very first Earthworm Jim. Let's
Earthworm
see.
Jim. My boy.
The very okay. Let's see here. Sonic Spinball. Let's see. Thunder Force 2. Yes, here it is. Echo the Dolphin. The very first Echo the Dolphin. And then let's see here. No. Just the first Echo the Dolphin. Echo the Dolphin 2 is not on here. Huh.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes. Maybe.
It's
I'm just kidding.
that's weird. That's weird. But also we got Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Puyo Puyo thing, and of course we have Vistar, who is no, actually Vistar came out in 1995. So Red Star cannot be the preview of Sonic. So
They technically created him before Sonic. He just didn't get his game till later.
Let's see here. I see. So we got 3 Sonic titles. That is Sonic Spinball, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Machine, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And that is it. It does not have Sonic 1, Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic and Knuckles,
See if it's got any pickup here.
And it does not have any of the, and also it does not have other but it does have Fleeky, which is a Fleeky is just like from the let's see here. Actually, no, Fleeky. An action game starring Fleeky, the adorable blue bird you might recognize from the Sonic series. The little chirps are sunbathing on the terrace when snack time comes. Fleeky arrives to pick them up, and everyone hold hands and get ready to go home. But it's Tiger, that mean old cat. Jump to get away, then smack him with a hammer or a mug. Get all the chirps home so you can rest easy. Fleeky. So yeah, we got that. So Sonic 3D Blast is the one that has the has that one. So that's a good one. Let's see, but that's pretty much
Pistol Base Morton.
That's pretty much it though. That's pretty much it. I don't know. So we might get something else, hopefully. But also, I would not mind seeing more stuff, more add-ons to the ones that we already got. More on the Sega Genesis, maybe the Echo the Dolphin 2, or also on the Game Boy Advance, some more other cool games on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, for the N64, I would not mind seeing some Star Wars games on there. You know what I mean? Some good Star Wars games. I would love to see some Star Wars games on the Switch for the N64s and the Super Nintendo. Game Boy Advance, not many, not much. But I would love to see something on that. You know, it's more of a good. It's good though. But also though, now, even though it'd be your birthday, but what did you get for your birthday, anyways?
I got dinner and ice cream cake.
An ice cream what?
Ice cream cake.
An ice cream cake. Oh,
Yeah.
What flavor? What kind?
Oh, it was rich chocolate, man. It was good.
Oh, that's oof. That's a fat boy's dream.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Now, I saw the part on your stream this morning about if I was going to get Sassy on, and I just laughed. But I mean, but here's the thing: I was not expecting you to be to watch my stream early this morning.
be the first time.
Oh boy, I was not expecting that at all. Oh boy, it's all right though. But looks like Chris was doing pretty good this morning.
He said he had some insomnia, so he didn't sleep really well all night.
Oh, so he just do a little chatting with you a little bit until he kind of feel like he needs to go to sleep, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. So, uh, so, do you have to go to work tonight?
I do.
Okay. So, but if anybody else that's on here that wants to ask questions, please feel free to ask questions at this time. Or if you want to come on stream, please hit the StreamYard link, and you can go right there and obviously on the guest, and I will get you in. But now, if for those that don't want to, that's fine. You can just go ahead and say hi or ask questions. We'd be happy to answer some questions at the time. But uh, but I want to ask you this here, the Ganon. Since you've done a whole bunch of PC games and everything, what was your first ever PC game you ever played on a computer?
I don't remember what it would have been. Probably Age of Empires?
Age of Empires. Age of Empires. I don't know that one. I don't know that game. No, I don't know that. I don't know that game at all. That game, and
then, of course, my all-time favorite from the creator of Earthworm Jim is a game called The Neverhood. It's a claymation point-and-click adventure game. It takes about 5 hours to beat, 4 to 5 hours. Freaking fantastic game. Love that game. Still watch the creator every once in a while. I message him on X. He's a good guy.
I see. So, what about okay. Now we all know we all know that you have a lot of favorites of all the Nintendo games and stuff. Though I mean, there's a lot of good favorite Nintendo games from different eras. There's nothing wrong with the very first Super Mario Brothers for the NES, and then we have some of the Mario games for the SNES and stuff, and also some other games from different titles, like The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, or another Legend of Zelda games and stuff. But also, now, what about the Game Boy? What is your favorite Game Boy game of all time, and maybe Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance? Let's do. What is your favorite game to play on those 3 Game Boys? The very first one, the Game Boy Color, and the Game Boy
probably
Advance.
Game Boy Advance was my favorite overall.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Happy.
Too many good games that you want to choose, huh?
Always too many good games.
What did you pick?
Game Boy Advance.
And you got a game? Do you have a Game Boy Advance game that speaks out to you?
Pokemon Fire Red was a big one for me.
Pokemon Fire Red.
And then, of course, what's that game they just added? I'm trying to remember. It was
Fire Emblem.
No. There's another one they added a while back for GBA on NSO.
Okay, let's see here. hang on a second. Okay, wait a minute. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team. Let's see here. Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones, Wario Land 4, F-Zero Climax, F-Zero GP Legend.
No, it's something kind of like Fire Emblem. It's like a tactical battle game. Like characters that have swords.
There's Golden Sun,
That's it. Golden Sun. That's it. That's the one.
And there's also Golden Sun, The Lost Age.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. And then you have the very first Fire Emblem.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I owned the original Japanese game on Nintendo. It was on the NSO store temporarily, and they took it off.
Oh.
I still have that one. It's called like Fire, Might, and Magic. Fire Emblem, Fire, Might, and Magic.
Hmm.
And it was on the NES, and they did an English translation.
It's a scary feeling.
And I don't understand why it was limited time only. I guess it was trying to force everybody to buy it to play it. But okay, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. So you got those there, and now even though I know you played a little bit of the Sega Genesis a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but
I did grow up with a lot of those.
What is your favorite Sega Genesis game? Either from the actual Genesis, the Master System, Game Gear was
I never
hard.
actually got to play. I only got to play Genesis, so I think it's gotta be Mortal Kombat 1, man. There's something special about that game, the first Mortal Kombat. I will say, scariest thing. I used to have a TV in my bedroom as a kid. The music was too scary to me as a kid growing up. I would play Mortal Kombat for about 30 minutes. I tried to play it with the lights off in my bedroom, and I got all the way to that level where like Goro is with the 4 arms. He starts beating the crap out of you in that dungeon with the creepy music. Dude, that thing scared me to death. I shut that thing off. I went to bed. I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to sleep tonight. It's still pretty creepy, even to this day, man.
Yeah, but now, is there any other good games on the Sega Genesis that you liked?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that port of it was a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like it's sort of Mortal Kombat sort of game. I really enjoyed that one. They made a Sega Genesis port of that. I was lucky enough to play the actual arcade cabinet at a local laundromat one time. Kind of wild, but that was fun. And then I had the Sega Genesis version of it, so that was also really cool. And I played the crap out of that game. And then, of course, the GOAT of all sport, one of the best sports games ever made, actually was on Genesis. And it is a hockey game. It's NHL 94. And anybody who's a hockey video game fan says NHL 94 was one of the best developed sports games ever made. So you wouldn't expect it, but man, it's true. A hockey game did good.
Okay. Huh. Now I want to ask you this here. Now one of those good nostalgic high dollar games, Pitfall.
Pitfall.
Yeah. Pitfall.
Yo, can you grab that other truck?
What?
Oh, I'm playing a game. I was talking to this other guy here.
Yeah, Pitfall. Pitfall is also on the Sega Genesis.
Yes, it was.
And it was a good high dollar game if you think about it. It's a nostalgic, rare game. It's not uncommon. It's a bit on the rare side. So, yeah. Okay, then you have, also, don't forget though, I do have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie for the Sega Genesis.
That also came out on Genesis.
That one there was good. I love that. I played the bleep out of that now. That is a good game. I love that game. Now let's see here. Another one that I do enjoy playing was Sonic and Knuckles. But I want to ask you this here. Can you say Sonic and Knuckles is nothing but Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Part 2?
Something like that.
Or would you call it just a DLC? A physical copy DLC. But they made it into a game of its own, so it's stuck like that. So, and and also it came with the cool thing about that game that you can just open the top part and you can play Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on there. You can play as Knuckles on Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and of course you can play as Knuckles on Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And also, if you do Sonic, you could go from the top, from Angel Island all the way down to where the Death Egg is. Oof. It's a good thing I said Death Egg, not Death Star. Would it be weird if there was a Death Star instead of a Death Egg?
Yeah.
That would be very weird. Be like, then Sonic would be like, well, that's a first. He didn't put egg or his face on that one. But like, who? That would be the first. That would be first. Then you have like another one there. It's a good one. I like. Let's see. I do like playing that Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But here's the thing, though. They redone Sonic the Hedgehog 2 up. Instead of with the special stages, instead of the rings at the end, they've done it through star posts. And if you get 50 rings, you go through the star post and go into the special stage, half pipe special stage, and get the total required rings for, and then you get a chaos symbol instead of the big golden ring at the end and everything else. But then on Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, they changed it and have golden rings throughout the stage instead of right at the end. That is different. Huh. That is that's the difference. So they really redefined it. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is one of the best ones. But now, but I want to we all know about the N64s. There's a lot of favorite N64 games I know you like. That would be The Legend of Zelda, The Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. But actually, more or less, the Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time is way better than Majora's Mask, due to the fact that Majora's Mask is time related and it's cringy. So, yeah. But we know we like the Pokemon stadiums and whatnot and stuff. But do you have another favorite N64 game that you love so much and you just could not stop playing? Of all the games that there is, including the mature ones, I don't know about including the 4 mature games. I'm going to include them because they are N64.
Well, I
But
gotta instantly
out of all
put
them,
Star Wars Episode 1 Racer in there. It's just gotta happen.
they did not put it in here, which
Yeah.
is weird. But the reason why they didn't put it in here is because of the different ports it was in. They put it in because not only the Switch done it on the actual on
They worked out a
the
deal with
Switch.
Aspire for the it's not even really. I guess it's kind of a remaster. Not really. It's more of like a performance remaster than a full remaster.
Yeah, it is. Aspire Nintendo made a deal with Aspire to do one, and plus do one with
Disney,
they
I think Disney didn't want to do the work or didn't have the time or money, so they just kind of licensed it out for Aspire to do it. All the old LucasArts games.
Yeah, Disney is stupid. So
No, they just wanted to save money.
still stupid. They're still stupid. I'm sorry. I have to get my version of that. But although they couldn't do Pod Racer on there due to the fact that they already done it for the Switch as well, so they don't want to do it for the N64 version of it. But they could done Battle for Naboo.
Yeah,
That
they
is
could
a
have.
good game.
I don't know why that. They need to do all the Rogue Squadron games on as a collection. I think if they sold it as a collection, that would be fine.
There is going to be a bit of a problem on that because, see, the very first Rogue Squadron, it was on N64, and Rogue Squadron
Yeah,
2
but
and 3
you just emulate the engines. They're already getting ready to do GameCube for Switch too, so that's all it is. Nintendo's just doing emulation.
yeah, still, but they have to. But here's this: Nintendo it has to talk to Disney, even though they probably don't
Oh,
like
are
it.
you
But
kidding
also,
me? They already licensed theirs to Aspire. You don't think they wouldn't just license that one out too?
yeah, I would recommend Aspire Games to go ahead.
Just do it again.
Do it again
Do it
and be
again.
like, instead of asking Disney themselves, go to Aspire and do it without Disney's approval.
Yeah. Oh no, they still have to because they're licensing it, so they still have to get approved.
Well, I say this here though. I mean, like this here. I'd rather say Disney. I would actually tell Disney, you suck at
You
doing.
suck, jackass.
You just suck. Y'all don't know anything about being a seriously, y'all don't know anything about trying to make good games anymore. Y'all don't, especially in these last few remakes of Disney movies. Oh, they cannot. They just don't know any. They just don't know anything how to make good games. Hardly. And here's the thing. If they want to make a game, they need to put a lot of effort into it. You know what I mean? The last best game they ever done was Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. That was the last game they ever done that was good. Would you agree? Yeah. They can't make any other good games anymore. I mean, they just don't know what's good. I'd rather they did I don't know. I'd rather if they make Frozen a game. You know Disney Frozen?
Mm-hmm.
If they ever make Frozen a game, that'd be like, I have to wait on that. It might be $100 game because it's Disney. Am I right?
Yeah.
Ugh. And then, well, I heard that we might get a new Toy Story movie. What do you think? Toy Story 5. What do you think about that?
All right, you guys have enough for a helicopter if you need it. Wait, what's up? What's up?
Toy Story 5. What do you
Well,
think?
my phone was plugged in.
Yeah, well, yeah, I can see you. You're good.
No, my battery's not charging. Now it is.
Uh-oh. So,
Kick that server. What the heck?
so what do you think about Toy Story 5?
Toy Story 5. If it revolves around Jesse, not for me. That's the rumor. Is it highly involves Jesse? And it's like, come on, man. Like, you already did that with Toy Story 2. We don't need it again.
She was in Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3, and Toy Story 4.
She's been a supporting character ever since. Yeah.
But after Toy Story 4, Woody and Bo Peep.
That was actually that one was smart because that was a story idea I would have never thought of, and it worked really well because that in the distance between Toy Story 4 and Toy Story 1, she played a very minimal role in Toy Story 1, and then having her come back and be a big part of 4 actually ended up working pretty well.
Well, I have to say though, it was a bit sweet to see them off, but
Yeah.
I mean, they never actually had a good end. They never had a good ending.
True.
So I guess it was more of a farewell to Woody and Bo Peep, and now they're going to try and do Jesse and Buzz Lightyear.
Oh yeah, make that couple stuff continue. Make them an official couple.
Yikes! Especially when Jesse knows Buzz's Spanish mode.
Oh yeah, the Espanol.
Oh, and speaking of Spanish, you, my friend, oh Lord, you are one strange amigo, my amigo.
I don't get it, but okay.
You were speaking Spanish on Twitch
Only because I had a guy come in my chat and say hola.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, hey, I'm gonna be nice. I'll be a nice, helpful person.
You just I'm sorry though, I have to get you on that one now.
Oh yeah, of course.
But also, anything about your life that you want to share? About what was it like to know? Did you ever get to hear some cool stories in the military from the veterans that you heard?
Some stuff I definitely wouldn't share on stream. Some pretty horrible things. I wouldn't want to talk about.
None of that. Just the general stuff. General stuff is more better.
The guys constantly playing pranks on each other while on deployment. Yes. Like my favorite one is to get back at your buddies, whether you're on deployment overseas at war or on the home soil. The one prank that never gets old: putting hot sauce in your buddy's underwear.
That give him a bed streak.
That'll teach him not to mess with you.
Ooh, boy, that does not feel good at all.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. That don't feel too good. Ooh.
So,
Ooh wee. That's make you ooh.
that puts the
Oh
boy
Lord.
in muy caliente.
I bet. Ooh.
Spicy meatballs.
uh-huh. Talk about having a spicy donut.
Oh, that too, yeah. The old spicy donut.
Ooh. Nope. 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 Um. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I was thinking. What's uh. So okay. I'm gonna say this here though. Later on in life and everything with school, what did you do? So tell me something about um. So tell me something about with you growing up in the school. You know about uh were you popular, smart, nerd? How you was
Uh,
fair in school?
Relatively average, smart. Did a lot of marching band in high school. Not a ton of friends, but enough friends to have a good time. Stay in touch with a lot of people from high school, actually. A few of my good friends. Some of us ended up going to the same community college together, so like we kind of carried over from high school. Like nothing ever changed. So other than that, no, it's been pretty fun. It was pretty average, I'd say.
Uh huh. Okay, that's cool. That's good. Um, did you ever went to college?
Yeah, I went to community college and got a associate's degree,
And what?
science.
And you never actually took that into consideration, huh?
I would have had to go back and do more schooling to become a teacher.
Wow.
So I could have done it, yeah.
Except now you're gaming.
Yep. Way more fun.
Yeah, I can understand that. Although you can get paid to be a game tester.
Yeah, but then game testing, yeah. That's not gaming.
All you do is just testing the game to make sure there's any bugs or anything, and then if it's there's any bugs, you got to send it back and then tell them that there's a whole lot of bugs.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yep.
I mean, it's good though. You get paid.
True.
You get paid a lot more than a normal job would take.
Yeah, it depends on who you're testing for.
Yeah, good point though. I wouldn't test it with Disney. They would give you a mediocre payment.
Yeah.
And I would never go with IGN because IGN they suck.
They're just letting people go at this point.
I'd rather do something for them. Like if I have to work for IGN for being a game tester and stuff, I would tell them this here. These games here, okay, this game here, I'll test it to see. And be like, nope, bad game, bad game, bad game, bad game on those. But some for like the good games, good banger games like the Sonics, the Star Warses, or the anything that you think that would be a good game, I would give it a high rating, a 10, 100, all of those. I would give them good stuff. A lot of good comedy, a lot of good action. Even one of the good. If I had to do a racing game on those, and it looks super fun, I would give it a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, I would do that. I would do that. And
Oh, of course.
then, but oh well, it is what it is. So,
Yeah.
but let's see here. But what about Okay, so um, how did you and Kristen meet? At the very
I
how did
crazy story. I met her on Discord.
seriously?
Seriously, 100%.
Wow. And
Yep.
I'm
True
okay.
story.
I'm gonna okay. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this here. Where did you meet her face to face for the very first
Uh,
time?
grocery store parking lot.
Fucking
True story. True story.
oh Lord, this is
Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
at which state?
Here in Indiana. And the first time I flew up here to meet her, the bus dropped me out at the grocery store. It was at the end of the bus line, and then her and her grandma came to pick me up. So that's where I met her in the grocery store parking lot at Meyer. Yep.
And
First thing she did is give me a hug and a big old smooch.
that was
She wasted
that was
no
like
time. She wasted no time.
did you kiss her back?
100%.
guys, if whoever's in the chat, hashtag big smooch.
Hashtag smooch. Hashtag that's how you wake up sleepy 136.
Oh Lord. And then so from from then on it was just a big hit off right there.
Oh yeah. Day one, right away.
Wow. And you still haven't got down to one knee yet.
Nope. Not yet.
Mm.
Yep, I'm dead. Damn it.
And you could be even more. I talked to Kristen. You to get down on one knee.
Oh yeah.
Uh huh. Oh Lord, so that way, because I'm still hearing the wedding bells dreams. You be wearing a big, nice tux, and you gonna be, huh? And then you're gonna be just you might get a bit of a little choky feeling, or I can see it now. You just gonna have butterflies in your stomach, and then you're gonna be nervous you be a nervous wreck. But here's the thing, though. Are you going to be are you going to try to get But here's the thing, though. Are you going to do a little honeymoon plans once you get that done?
Well, yeah, we'll figure something out. Sure.
I believe it's probably just nothing but a boring one. Maybe go to a game con.
Nah.
It better not. I promise you, it better not. But I don't know. Oh, wait a second. You better. I hope it's not Louisiana. You trying to plan on coming down?
Oh yeah, we're totally coming to. Yeah, we're coming to honeymoon on the bayou. Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh Lord.
Get
That means
ready.
I better find. That means I better find a spot somewhere in Alexandria to come see you.
You better run. You better run for some hiding, because you're gonna need to hide.
Why you say that?
Because we're gonna be wild. We're gonna be
Don't
like
worry.
we're gonna be like Hulk Hogan. We're gonna run wild all over you.
That's okay because I got two. That's okay. I'll get a couple of frying pans and hit you on the noggin with.
There you go. Go full Roadrunner and Coyote.
But hey, at least they're not from Acme.
Nope. But we're gonna get so crazy and sweaty. We're gonna have some acne. Ha 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 ha.
Acne, and then you better be careful because when you get down here and down south, you better carry your oxygen mask because it is hot.
The old no, it's not even the heat that gets you; it's the humidity that gets you.
Yeah,
Harder to breathe.
humidity. Yeah.
The air starts getting thicker. Been there, done that. Florida, not fun.
Yeah. Yeah, but and also if you want to, you can. But and I'd be happy to and I might be happy to give you a little tour and and also while we be over there, down here over there. I might give y'all a little tour where I get my games at. I might do a little tour and let you go in to see where I get my games at. Like game exchange. Are you playing that army game?
Yeah, I played Arma.
Gotcha.
Right now I'm on a 50 caliber machine gun on top of a Humvee.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, what is your favorite PlayStation game? PS1.
Probably PS1. Tekken 2. Tekken 2.
Of course.
There's something about that. I had so many childhood memories playing Tekken 2.
Okay, what is your second favorite? What's your second favorite? You got a second favorite PlayStation 1 game?
I don't know, man.
You don't have one?
I probably do. I just can't remember. Trying to think,
Okay.
like, what was big on PS1 back then. I used to play a lot. Driver. Driver was pretty good. You ever play Driver?
Nope. The very first PlayStation 1 game I ever played was Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Cool Borders,
I love Cool Borders.
and Spyro: The Year of the Dragon. That's the third one. And another one I enjoy playing. Oh, let's see. Trying to think of one here. Trying to think of one. Oh, what's that game called? I also got the Spider-Man for the PS1.
Spider-Man for PS1 was so good. I got to play the demo of it. That game was freaking fantastic.
Yeah, I got the demos of those. The demos on those is the demo on it. Not only Spider-Man, but also Monsters Incorporated. The NFL, that football. That was the Giants and the Baltimore Ravens. And then I have the other ones. It's Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
Oh, that game was so good.
And I got the physical copy of that too, so I got that one.
Yeah, that one and the PC ones were good.
And
Oh, yeah.
and then and then we have the let's see, the next one it would be let's see. Let's see. What's that next one? I have WCW Monday Nitro.
I heard that game's really good. And it's aged pretty well, even though the graphics haven't.
And the very first Medal of Honor. There's that one.
I remember the Army Men games, like the Army Men guys from Toy Story. They had their own spin-off series of games. Those were really good.
Army Men, GTS. There's that one for the PS2, but also there's some good Army Men games. It's real good.
Old school GTA games back in the day were pretty solid.
Yeah, not my forte. Okay, let me think of another PS1 game. Dang nabbit. There was some good ones. Oh yeah, it's an arcade party pack, that the little arcade ones, like that was good. Like Smash TV it has Smash TV and a few other good games on there. There's that one, and of course, I don't know. I can't think of any others.
There's a lot of good PS1 games.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good ones. And then PS2 games. Don't get me started. PS2 games. I mean, dude, I got a full library of PS2 games.
Oh yeah, PS2 just massive.
I got a massive library of those. From let's see, because I got almost every single Sonic game for that one. Just about every single Sonic game on the PlayStation 2, including the Sonic Mega Collection. Just about every single Star Wars game you could think of, and there and that one. I don't have Racer's Revenge. I don't have that one though, but I do have Starfighter and Starfighter 2. And then I got Jedi Starfighter. I got those two, and then I got Clone Wars and Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. I also got Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith game. And I got Bounty Hunter. physical copy. And then I have another one that's let me think of another one. Shoot far. What is that game? Also, I got Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2 OG
Oh,
physical
gee.
copy. I got the physical copies of those, so they aged really good. They aged well. In physical copies, they aged well.
Yeah.
But I like the the classic collection on PS4 and the Switch. It's just I don't actually care, but it's just that I don't care for the multiplayer. I don't actually care for it. Although I might, although let me, you know what? I never actually tried the, you know what? I never actually tried, you know what? I never actually tried, I never, you know what? I never actually tried the, Star Wars. I never tried the Star Wars Battlefront on the Battlefront on the uh, multiplayer. I never tried that. Since now I got the expansion pack, I never actually tried it. Let me see some here. I never tried it.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging.
Oh, okay, okay. Here we go.
Adult Education Center.
Oh,
My high school diploma and changed my life. This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us. Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now I can help the kids in my community and achieve their dreams.
let me see. I think nobody been doing this, so I'm just going ahead and do it. Anyways, I don't care. Literally, I don't give a care in the world. Let me see here. Let's do that and Hero Assault. The modifies global 32. Okay. The host. Hmm.
Hey, buddy, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out of here.
All right. Okay. Before you go and everything, everybody, thank you for trying to tune in. If you want to send him a belated birthday, hit him on Discord and also on Messenger and other social medias. It's his belated birthday. Just want to say thank you for coming in, and also, I know it's been a good long time. Thank you for coming in, and also I will be tuning in now for other future streams. Also for his flight sim on Twitch. So don't miss out on his flight sims on Twitch, and of course though of his other stuff as well. Also, you be sure to watch the replay of this here, and also replays of any of his flight simulators on Ganon136. Ganon, happy belated birthday, man, and it's always good to see you. So just let if you want to try and do more on the game console comparisons or anything like that, let me know. I'll set something up and we'll go from there.
There you go.
All right, then. So you have a good day, and I'm off Wednesday or something or whenever I get a chance.
All
But
right.
if you want to do something Wednesday, we'll do something. If not, we'll do something Saturday. I don't know.
Okay. We'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out. So I'll see you around.
All right, buddy. Take care. Take care, chat. Bye, everybody.
All right. May the force be with you always.